Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. This time is of the Storm Collectibles, M.Bison, aka Vega, over in overseas, battle costume version. So let's get started. If you missed out on the first Bison slash Vega, this is your chance to get him in a different version with some the updated modified bodies as well as fine tuning of the engineering, considering he was one of the first releases and now we're getting another version of him, which is pretty dope. So um, if you have the first one, you kind of already know what you're getting into. If not, we're going to go over that now. I love this dark black. I love the goatee look. I love the battle costume. The only thing I don't like is the little lightning bolt emblem because he's not the Flash. But I can get over that. He doesn't scream Shazam, so it's not a big deal. But that's just me, and that's the way I've always been about the battle costume for this. But I love the gold skull. The emblem is here on top of the skull as well. And I just like the look of it. I just don't like the lightning bolt. But everything else about this is gold. Like, it's dope. The look has been done very well by Kiki, who supervises and sculpts this stuff. One of the issues that I've always had with the earlier Street Fighter stuff from Storm to now is that, and by the way, shout out to Storm, always getting this stuff to me, making sure that I review this stuff. So I do appreciate you guys. But one of the stuff I had a problem with then was some of the upper torso stuff and the way the plastic was working out. But now that they fine-tuned that kind of stuff, none of the stuff of the later stuff that I've had an actual issue with. And it's one of those things where they take consideration into the comments being made and things like that, that they fine-tune these figures. To the point where we have this nice dude, and he has a hefty weight to him. So it's really dope. What you can do on these guys is really cool as well. And I'll go over that in a second. But let's jump into the articulation, everybody's favorite part, including mine. His head can look up, which has a great range of motion. The head can look down. It can tilt left and right. It can rotate all the way around if you want to get your poltergeist on. Arms go up, and they have the butterfly joint, which is pretty much all, I think that's standard for Storm now, which is really great. The butterfly joint, it rotates in and out. The arm is double jointed, but as you can see here, muscles are no joke here. So he's primed and ready to go. The ball joint rotates all the way around, pops off very easily, so you don't have to worry about getting rid of stuff. Gauntlets actually come off as well, in case you're not a gauntlet guy. Pop that back in. The arm can come down, and bicep swivel as well. For the upper torso, we have a nice mix of parts. So we can have a very nice ab crunch going forward. So when you do your knee press nightmare, it is really accurate. You can actually go backwards as well. So when you're getting hit, it actually looks great. The chain on the back is soft. So you don't have, and same for the shoulder pads. They're soft. So you don't have to worry about them breaking or going too far apart because they're actually attached at the shoulders. And you can pop them out easily if you don't like them. You can just keep it, keep it real raw and just take them off. And then have yourself looking like a real gigolo out there, right? Also, the skirt. There's two skirts. You get this one and you get another one. I'll go into that. But if you are having a problem with your skirt, like articulation because you can't get the leg up, what you can do is swap them out. They give you one for the open skirt for attacks. What you're going to do is you're going to pull this tab out over here and right here, and that easily comes off. So that way, your belt stays the same, even though you can swap that out easily. And you're going to remove the skirt. So even without the skirt, I got to admit, this actually looks really nice. Like, if you wanted to get a third-party skirt and to go over this would, well, I won't call it a skirt. It's a jacket, right? I guess we'll call it a jacket. I don't want to call it a skirt. But actually, this is actually a really good look as well, too. If you could find a way to just get the belt back on, he's got crazy thighs, though, by the way. But these are just baggy pants, I guess. But the range and mobility actually free up, and you can get your knee press nightmare on. The knee actually doesn't go down pretty far, but it's really accurate to the design. So that's one of the things we always worry about, where you get your accuracy, but you lose the articulation. So again, if you want to get your knee press nightmare on, it's totally possible here. So let's try to get this. Yeah, it's really accurate to get your knee press nightmare. So that's one of the things. This is dope. I like the way this looks. With an open skirt, this is going to be great, and I'll get into that in a second. The knees go back about this far, so even though they're double jointed, because of the way the thighs are, you're going to get the single knee out of it. The ankles are really nice. They go really far back to be accurate. They tilt very well. And if you feel like yours are stiff, you can just heat them up. There's a choke joint as well. So that way you can get your elegant posing on. So let's see if we can get some really nice, elegant poses out of Vega. Yeah, like this is really nice and simple. Like I can get a really good pose out of him right on, yeah, voila. So when you come, oh, let's fix that wrist. Sorry about that. There we go. Now it's perfect. So things like this is really great because without the skirt, he still can get a lot of stuff going. So if you have a problem with your skirt, obviously, this is one of those things where you would take it off. But some collectibles is dope enough to include another skirt, the open skirt. So again, you just pop this right off. That way you don't have to worry about breaking the torso or doing your torso over. So what you're going to do is you're going to gently pop this off so it opens up. Place this around your Vega. Line it up again. And then just pop it on. Let me actually fix his waist. So that way we know he looks dope posing normally. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, but, and I forgot to turn my phone off. So I apologize for that, y'all. My bad. So let me just put this on. Fit those in the slots. And I might have a little difficulty doing this because mine's, I want to keep him in this pose without losing it, but I don't think that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently slide this up and on. Excuse my coconut oiled up hands, which you can see on this matte black, which is causing it to become glossy black. Ooh, there we go. I gotta remember I can't be super strong with this kind of stuff. This is how I break things. If it doesn't go in, let it swim. There we go. Well, I don't have it lined up perfectly because I'm not perfect. Oh, man. All right, guys, hold on. Bear with me here. And I'd rather show you this kind of stuff on camera. That way you can see what's happening. So as you can see, the three are lined up. But because his waist is round and this piece is also round, you have to find a way to kind of gently do two of them at a time. So you'll get one lined up. You're going to plug it in. But the middle one will come out. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. So, and then we get the, oh wait, that's why. I have it on the wrong way. So that was all my fault to begin with. Damn. There I go being stupid. I had it upside down. But we figured it out, and that is what matters. So again, let's get back in that cool pose now that we have the open, I don't want to call it a skirt, the open dressing on his figure. Yeah, it looks just as good. Now it's open flowing. Yeah, we still have it nicely going. So this is one of those things I really enjoy because it's added for effect and it looks really good. That way, when you pulverize your opponent, you look fashionable, right? That's what battle costumes are for. So one thing I want to point out is when it's upside down like this is wrong. You want to make sure it makes the bow like under. It's like a U shape. So that's the right way. Okay, guys, that way we know that. Now, as far as accessories go, for battle costume Vega, ooh, yeah. It's even like this, long, flowy, and looking good. You're going to get two alternate heads. One is going to be the yelling head or laughing head at you. Looks really dope. And you can pop the head on. Looks really good with the head. Because I know sometimes things don't look good unless you have it on. So yeah, that looks really good. And it is not compatible with the previous one. I've tried it. You would have to shave down parts of the old head for that one to work on the new one, because they've made this a tad bit smaller on this one. Then we have the true grinning face. And this goatee is actually really perfect. It's crazy how accurate that goatee is captured. So it's really cool. Then we have the hands. So for hands, you're going to get the closed fist, which you see there. Then you get these two hands. These are the open palms. So let's say you previously had Vega, or Bison, I should say. Bison for the US. If you have him, you can still use your Psycho Power effect part from the previous one on these hands. So keep that in mind. Then you get two semi-grab hands. These ones are going to be the hands you want to use in case you want to grab stuff or hold stuff for his really cool effect part. So you can have it held in the hand. This effect part is really, really nice. Really nice. Like this. Psycho Power. Then you also get 2 more open palm hands. These ones can also be used for various other things. Slapping, chopping, things like that. And for your Psycho effect, there is a stand for it. So here we have the opening for it. There's a stand that comes with it, so be careful. Don't lose that. Don't break it. You know, the good stuff. But back to Bison. He is also one of the taller characters from Storm Collectibles who looks a lot closer size-wise to Zangief and Alex and Omega Rugal. And we're going to do that in a size comparison right now. So yeah, let's get him all nice and cool. Make him look good for everybody with his long flowy cape. Well, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, here he is next to Zangief. And as you can see, Zangief usually towers over everyone. He's just barely bigger than Bison. And then we have people like Shinakuma, who still can square up with Bison size-wise and look really good. So those two would definitely look good fighting each other. That's some of the Storm stuff. Let's do some more stuff. Then we have somebody like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, who size-wise does not stack up next to him. And he's just giving him the look like, hey, like, why are you so big? You know? What kind of diet are you on? And then you have my man Iron Mike. Doesn't matter what size you are, Iron Mike is going to destroy you. Can't wait to do pictures for that. Then we have somebody like Omega Rugal, who uses Orochi power and pretty much can look down upon Bison, even while slightly slanted, right? And that's a lot of different various sizes for the Storm stuff. Now we're going to get into other stuff like Mezco, SHF, and Marvel Legends. Here he is next to a Mezco Punisher, who doesn't stand a chance size-wise next to him. Here he is with an Articulated Icons Ninja, which wouldn't even be remotely a really good minion at this point next to him, right? Here he is next to Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Kamen Rider Kuga, who easily is overshot by this guy, right? 1/12 scale synthetic human. And should you want to get your Marvel vs. Capcom on, or Marvel Superhero versus Street Fighter, let me actually turn my phone off while I'm posing this guy. Here he is next to Hulk, and Hulk is bent down just a little bit. And Hulk still has general height over him, and this is an SHF, not a Marvel Legend, with a custom old boy head. So if we're talking about height, Hulk still has a little bit over him, which, you know, it's proven there. Last but not least, we're going to go up against his former self and Hot Ryu. So here he is with Hot Ryu. And his previous version, which even looks a little bit slimmer as well and is a bit smaller. So there you have it, like, size-wise. Let me actually move him over. He actually is bigger, buffer, and better looking. It looked like he glowed up over time, right, in the battle costume. So he has a lot more to look forward to body-wise. So it's really dope. They've made various changes since then, so that's really cool to see this. I didn't realize how much of a big difference that it was, actually. So even though the head kind of stayed the same shape, everything else about him kind of buffed up, glowed up, like he eating healthy, got less psycho power going on, you know, eating good, drinking his water. So in the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. And as always, guys, do good, be good, drink your water. Later.